lives one day at a time. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. They're here to get your day going fine. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio.
And here's your host, Miss Kim Robinson.
Do you have an upcoming event? Well, I encourage you to book Beyond Defense Family for an amazing experience. Beyond Defense is a talented group of men and women who have toured the world to display their talents of song and ministry. Did I forget to mention multi-award winners? They're your one-stop shop for making your event the best in the city. Book Beyond Defense today at beyonddefense.org. Click Menu, then Contact. Beyond Defense, your audience will thank you.
Beyond the fence. Beyond the fence. Beyond the fence. Beyond the fence. Benton. DB Juniors. Yes, sir. I got you. Truto. You know I got you. The Jewel. Broski. You know I had to fly in on this one. G. Will. You know what it is. You see coming like this, didn't you? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. My problem, God slaughtered them all, the harder I ball. Fighting like a scared cat, with her back against the wall. Slip, but I didn't fall. I adapted to the fall. Ignorance, I've been through it. That's why I don't want you to do it. I want to influence, since I already proved it. You can be fan of a Judas, come at the land of the ruin. Who are we fooling? What are we proving? What are we doing? What are we building? What are we giving to some of our children? Build a team, not just the industry thing. We do more than this rapper sing. Beyond the fence, the family tree with the queen. We do this to worship with the king. And we protect the women by any means, and our children on everything.
Coming through the years, I want my own fight, no lie. Thinking everything is alright. Turn around and see my father in the light. Back in 03, that changed my whole life. Deceiving, one for the one mother believing. Don't put on the life I'm weeping. They say things happen for a reason. I'm believing, we're fleeing. Still opportunity life, I'm bleeding. I'm in the probation thinking. Choices in my life do need it. Same friends up and down, can't see it. In the back to the past, I leave it. I'm a dance of mind, I'm pleased with fresh rest of procrastinate meeting. A bird of homies out and I heat it. Said I'm a loser, I say that I'm meaning. I'm in the pen, I'm left with a cheater. That's fine, I'm out with no still. Receive it, but Colorado, all still. Receive it, never stops. And I know I keep preaching once I twice. I never will be this smooth the floor. I won't be defeated.
Swag so magnificent due to the omnipotent. Yes, you know it's heaven sent. Call me George Jefferson. I'm walking in your glory if I keep my eyes focusing. Never turn away from the one who first loved me, man. I go by G. Will. I'm in the building, man. Good looking on the head off the game, just advance. My focus so clearly beyond 2020. Thanks to BDF, there's a new addition to the family.
What I got in my music, principle, purpose, so much that they use it. Bruising the proving, no way that I'm losing. Something my dudes exposed to delusion. The BDF revolution. Wake up, ain't no more illusion. Concept to the union, we appreciate your contribution. Awaken us, nigga, time to find our bad it hurts. Conduct with metal, touch it, fire, bring it together for the better men. Bring it together, be better men. All of the people in children. Graduate old school veterans. Take over the nation, Taliban. Hold up the world with one hand. Shoot to the vision, it's intense. Looking at watching beyond the fence.
We are beyond the fence. We are beyond the fence.
Woke with this one and I seen I've been drafted. Armor's been fitted and heavily crafted. Run to the battle through fire, I'm blasted. I do this for real, pretend it's a strategy. Do this a classic. Read the back of the book, there's a test and I easily pass it. All the sacrifice of training, the blood and the tears, I laugh at. Yeah, I'm a cast. I wanna speed it up. The label say slow it down. I skip my medication, tripolars traveling the speed of sound. I'm lost and now I'm found. Love you on the way up and they hate you on the way down. And it's never about the setting, it's the jewels that's in your crown. Judge.
We are beyond the fence.
Welcome to Beyond the Radio.
Welcome to Beyond the Radio, and you better be smiling.
Beyond the fence is in the building.
Hey, welcome.
Yes. Welcome to another beautiful night right here on Beyond the Radio. This is your main man, David Benton, and I am in the building. And you know I'm smiling. Because we got a show tonight. Y'all know, not tonight, but tonight. We got a great show. Shout out to the Elation family, the Elation team. Shout out, because you know we are in the building. Yes. And we're going to have a Beyond the Fence night tonight. Tonight is a Beyond the Fence night right here on Beyond the Radio. So let's get straight to it. And we missed you guys. But the infinite, the beautiful, the songstress, Shay Samuels, are you in the building?
Samuels is in the building.
How have your week been?
My week has been productive. It's been great. Shout out to the Elations family. As always, we love you. We love you. We love you. But it's been an amazing week. I feel like the week went by pretty fast.
It did. Shay, you like that intro? Shay, you like that intro song? That Beyond the Fence?
No, I don't like it because I ain't on.
Hater.
I couldn't get a cameo nowhere. I couldn't get no. I could have been in the. That's right. No, I love it. It was amazing to see you guys come together and how everybody. We've been through a lot of people, but to hear the energy in that song, shout out to DB Jr., bringing your son on that track. And I really think you guys did an amazing job on that. And I know you have some people.
And shout out to the Jewel and Truto as well. Man, that was a beautiful song. I just was thankful. The Jewel at the end, man, he was just like, hey, man, I want to put We Are Beyond the Fence at the end. I said, well, you know what, Jewel? Put Beyond the Fence. He said, yeah, man, because we are Beyond the Fence. Yes, we are, Jewel.
Yes.
He is, bro.
Yes.
Just bro.
That's how he rapped, too. That's exactly how he rapped it. He's like, we are beyond. He's from California, too, right? So he has that like, hey, dude type of slang, but he killed the verse though. I mean, y'all did a really good job on that.
Well, I thank you. Well, and then Truto did his thing. And shout out to Truto.
Did his thing.
Yes, he did. He's handling business tonight. Y'all keep him in prayer. He's handling family business. That's what we do.
Yay, Truto. Yes, shout out to Truto. Shout out to Truto.
Yeah, so, Shay, you ready for tonight?
I am so ready. I'm so ready.
So, since this is a Beyond the Fence night, Shay, I get to talk. I always do all the talking and stuff, because I get to talking. When I talk and I just get crunk and I just make it do what it do, I just won't shut up because I just talk all the way to 11 if I got to. So because of that, Shay, will you please introduce our awesome guest that we have for tonight?
I would be honored to. I'll be honored to. This young man we have on with us tonight, like David said, it is a Beyond the Fence night, and we have one of our special, amazing, and upcoming, soon-to-be-released artists, G. Will. He is definitely in the building with us. I'm going to just tell you guys a little bit about him, and it's only like a couple of sentences. He is a family man. A family man. Like, I like that. Family man. G. Will is in the building.
What's going on, family? What's up?
Hey, I don't want to ask you, are you smiling, brother, because you already giggled when you came over and said, hey.
Man, you already know I'm smiling, bro.
Yes, sir. You always
How
smiling.
y'all doing?
Oh, man, great, my brother. One thing about you, D. Will, that I want our listeners to know, you do smile a lot for real. Like you are, man. Like, I've seen you in some adverse times, you know, and you still smile through it. But don't get me wrong, it was one of them smiles like, you better leave me alone or else. But I like the way you voice. My brother, where that smile come from, man? For real, because you do have a good spirit about yourself, brother. Where did that come from, man? On a serious note.
Man, it's just natural, man. I guess it's a part of me where if I'm not smiling, then something ain't right. You know, so I don't know. I just try to keep a positive attitude, you know, and sometimes you got to smile so you don't have to cry.
Yeah, and it's through your song. I like that because you express those happy moments, those joyful moments through your song. And as a man of God, man, it's like you balance out that what we would call your church life versus, you know, your family life. You are a man who bring your church home with you in your character, your actions, and you express that through your songs. I mean, before we start with your songs, bro, please, will you please tell our listeners where the name G Will come from and where are you from? And tell us about even getting into the music. Like, how do you even start getting into the music as well?
Okay, well, I'm born and raised in Knoxville, Tennessee, and the name G Will, actually, I was trying to come up with a name instead of, you know, going by William Faulkner or whatnot. So I was like, me and some partners, like, man, I was like, what about G Will, God's will? And it was basically God's will being done within my life. So that G Will just kind of stayed with me. And it's like my name has changed throughout the years, you know, from doing music, man, for a long time. So I think G Will is gonna stick with me.
I like that, man. I wanted to express that because, you know, with G Will, a lot of people will think, you know, Will. You know, that's gangster Will.
Yeah.
G Will, you know. And we always want people, we want to clarify certain things because for you, the G do stand for God because you are a man who does walk by faith and by sight. And that's what I like about you. So you have a balance to yourself. Shay, I know this G Will. Shay, my bad. Go ahead, Shay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Am I asking a question or am I introducing the music? Which one am I doing?
Do everything. You know, I was about to go in. But you know, I was about to go in.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. You know, I had the pleasure of meeting G Will last year when we first started speaking with him about the music, and he has an extensive background in music, and, I mean, I can't wait for you guys to hear it. G Will, can you talk to us a little bit about where you liked the little Michael Jackson when you were younger? Were you singing all over the house with the food? Did you have your sisters write out the songs and have them singing it?
Nah, none of that. When I was younger, it was me and my neighbor, my friend of mine. We grew up, and he told me, he was like, man, tell your mama, man, get a keyboard, get you a keyboard for Christmas and all this old stuff. So it started out, I was doing music, keyboard, doing little beats, and I was like the DJ of the group, and I didn't really start singing. I started singing at a young age, but not. It was more, you know, production, rapping, trying to rap, I guess. And man, just playing at my grandmother's church. They have me in there in the summertime when they have a program, and I play and sing a song or something. And I didn't really start singing until high school. And he was like, man, you sing? I'm like, yeah, you know. And then from that point, it was just like, boom, all right. Started singing, and it just went from there. Doing it with an a cappella group, and man, I just enjoy singing. So that's my life right now, man. The love for music, singing and playing music.
Yes, sir.
I wish that I was doing some Michael Jackson and stuff, but it was more, man, we beating on trash cans. We was beating on trash cans and stuff, doing a little concert. But like I said, I wasn't doing any singing.
All right. With that, G Will, like when you said you got the piano, because us as kids, man, a lot of kids is wanting the Nintendo and the bicycles. Even though you had that too, man, you was inspired to the piano. But where did you learn how to play? I mean, did you learn how to play by ear, or did you go to class for it? Like, how did you learn? Because you play very well, man. Where did that instrumental talent?
I actually went out self-taught. I played by ear. I had started taking lessons for a short period, and ended up stopping because I started out playing instruments, not the piano, but I started out playing like the clarinet. Went from that, play the saxophone. So I can play alto sax, tenor sax, bass sax, and just all of that. And even with all that, I got to give God the glory, because if it wasn't for Him, I wouldn't be doing none of this. I wouldn't even have started out playing any instrument or anything.
I mean, really, brother, if you want to
play drums.
I mean, really, if your mama didn't meet your daddy, I mean, really, you wouldn't be here.
Right.
I'm just saying, brother, Hey, Shay. Hey, Shay, you still there, Shay? Are you still in the building? Well, I guess she's not. I don't know. I think we lost the connection. With Shay.
I don't know. Wait, I was muted. Can you hear me?
Oh, I guess you can now. You're not muted.
I just heard it say unmuted. So yeah, I think that was a behind the scenes. Did they tell you to mute me, relations engineer? Was that David Benton that told you to mute me?
Kind of. Be quiet.
It was dirty.
That is amazing. Right. But yeah, I did get a chance to hear you talk about the Michael Jackson and all of that, and being self-taught with piano. I think as we begin to talk about some of your songs, you have a musical family. Like you have. Is that right? You have singing daughters, and is that right?
Yeah, both my girls sing. My daughter, my wife, she sings as well. So yeah, I have 3 background singers.
Right, y'all. So y'all are like the Jackson 6. Y'all are like the Jackson 6. So I'm wondering if you could get them all on and maybe do some acapella for.
Oh wow! I could probably not tonight, but in the near future, I probably could.
Shay just freestyled.
I don't think they have a problem with it. Yeah.
I did just freestyle that one.
Well, I tell you, he did say he could rap, Shay. He said he could rap. Can you bust?
Well, I didn't know if he said he was an acapella rapper or an acapella singer, but if you're an acapella rapper, I want to hear something.
Okay, I'm going to go first.
Acapella rapper?
Okay, because I'm about to say, I go first now, if you want me to.
Go ahead.
I got to hear this. And keep in mind that you representing the Beyond the Fence brand tonight, so you better be on point with this one. And Kimmy Kim, be ready to hit that mute button.
G, where you going to bust the flow? Or you need me to bust the flow first?
You go ahead and bust the flow first. You the rapper, man.
I'm the flow. His name is G Will, and I want you to know right now I'm just rapping like my dad.
I was about to say this is his father's rap all day long.
Wow.
That's why I have to represent my pops on that one. Shout out to David Lyons. All right, Pops. That's right. So G Will, my brother. Do you have can you bust a flow? Because you did say, you started out as a rapper and stuff. So since you started out as a rapper, even though you clearly a good singer, a great singer, mind you.
I think he said he tried to rap. I didn't think he said he was a rapper. He said that's how he became the singer because rapping wasn't for him.
Well, I started out, trying to rap, but I ended up, I rapped a little bit with my urban gospel group of Tone, and we had a little mixture of rap and rap singing, a little jazz, a little hip hop, a little R&B, a little mixture. But I did a little rapping.
All right. Do you have a flow to bust for us?
Let's see. Let's see. I think I might have a little something for you. Next up, it's your boy G Will with that heat for the street, man. Let's keep it real. I'm riding on the Lord's track. My journey he fulfilled. If I ask him for repentance, then you know he will forgive. Step the game up. Roll with the Holy Ghost. Got my 56 with me. Yeah, I'm chilling with the Most High. Quit hating because I'm blessed and highly favored, man. Gotta stand firm like a sequoia. I can't waver, man. Big money, big houses, fine cars, yo. So much you gain the whole world, but you lose your soul. Don't get it twisted. God will bless us with those worldly things, but I have rather have my mention in heaven. Ooh, with the king, keep your head up. Don't get stressed out because you're messed up. Just confess up his grace. Don't use it up. When the world come against me and the devil step to me, I'm going to blow him off the map. ASAP. What?
Hey! I got a question. So, G Will, now, as it stands, if you had to create your rap name, I would say it would be your favorite color and the last thing you ate. That would be your rap name. What is it?
What? What you mean?
You said that confused me too.
Huh? I said if you had to create a rap name, the rap name would be your favorite color and the last thing you ate. What would your rap name be?
Blue chicken? The blue tender?
David, you're a rapper. What your favorite color and the last thing you ate?
You know what? Blue lasagna.
Blue
chicken and blue lasagna.
Yeah, really black lasagna.
My color and blue chicken.
My color changed. You know what? My color changed. That's right. My color is black. So
black lasagna and blue chicken.
That's
ladies and gentlemen.
That's
we
right.
got black lasagna and blue chicken on with us tonight on Beyond the Radio. Y'all just heard Blue Chicken go live a cappella. His album will be coming out really soon. Oh yeah.
That's cool. Hey,
blue
all right,
chicken,
but you know what, G Will, you are a songwriter. For y'all that don't know, he does write songs. When did you start writing your own songs, man, versus being inspired to just sing other people's songs? What made you start saying, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do this myself, and you got that confidence? When did that start?
Probably, I actually had been working on solo work probably here within the last maybe 5 years or so. But I started writing over 10 years ago, and I mean, like I said, I was more or less with the music and doing arrangement, but started doing a little writing. I guess maybe a little over 10 years ago. And just trying to get better, just trying to grow my craft.
Yes, and you, with your music, you will. What I noticed, man, it's like you do write a lot of love songs, and which is important. And I think that's that balance, man, that I love that you created in your music. It's different. It's a different sound, but it's like you give glory to God, but at the same time you show love inside the home, man. It be an intimate love, you know what I'm saying? But it don't be. I think our children need to be taught the correct way to really have that intimate love, because God has that intimate love with us. That's why we feel that spirit. That's why we feel so good when we hear the presence. When we hear God's name, we feel the presence of God all around us. And I think, you know, when I listen to your music, that's the same feel that I get from you. So with that, what made you be bold enough to say, you know what, man, I'm gonna create my own narrative, and I'm going to sing about this. What brought that on?
Just wanted to do music that can inspire people. I mean, there's so much negative music out there, and you have inspirational music as well. Just feel good music, you know, something that if you play it, you can play it in front of your grandmother, your kids. You don't have to worry about trying to mute it, turn the volume off because there's some cursing or something in it. And just, you know, with like I said, the song about my name is God's will. So with God's will, God coming into my life, God is love. So when you speak of love, I mean, hey, he's the epitome of it. So that's what with his inspiration, he helps me to come up and try to inspire others. You know, and then with my family, they give me insight as well on it.
G. Will, what would you say? Actually, you want people to get out of your music altogether?
I would say just that's a good question. I guess most of all, you know, just know the power of God in my music. Being able to uplift.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's just feeling good. You know, living your best life.
Yeah. I think that's what people would get out of it too. I mean, you guys are gonna hear a few songs tonight by G. Will, but I do believe that when I first started hearing your music, even some of your previous music, is very smooth. You know, when I think about all of the stuff that you are putting out there and what people will get, I like that it's a crossover. I like that. So did you ever think of your music being a crossover?
Yeah, I have, because it's not something that's just in the box. You can't just put it as one. You can't just single it out as one thing, because it touches so many people. You know, so I just think that you can't just put it in a box.
That's true. That's definitely true, man. And as a rapper, that's the same thing that I had thought as well. And with that, G. Will, you know, being with Beyond the Fence, what makes your music line up and say, you know what, I'm going to be a part of Beyond the Fence because of what Beyond the Fence stands for? So, you know, because it started as like people who feel like it's a rap label, but then here comes Shay and changed the dynamic of what Beyond the Fence look like. You as the singer, you coming in and you also bringing forth a beautiful ingredient to Beyond the Fence. So how does your music line up with the character of Beyond the Fence and what we stand for?
Oh man, this having that with the title Beyond the Fence is you stepping out of your. For me, it's stepping out of your past. You know, everybody had things that they went through growing up, and you know, whether you was out here selling drugs or whatever, and that title Beyond the Fence. You know, everybody has went through something and got prayerfully got beyond that. And then, seeking God, helping you get beyond that fence. And I think with the label, it's not just music. It's more than music. You have speakers. You got marketing. I mean, it's so much with Beyond the Fence, and I think just me being a part of that,
yes, sir,
is a blessing in itself.
Yes, sir. And you know what, man? With that being said, we want to introduce y'all. Man, do you want to introduce your new song, G. Will? Brand new.
Yeah, I can introduce it. Well, this is my new single, Brand New, featuring Lisi, which is my youngest daughter, and it's just a song about God's changing power. So next up, Brand New, featuring Lisi.
Bring the music in, bring the music in, bring the music in. your boy David Benton.
Ready production.
Some people, they be like, yo, I just have a wish for my birthday. Or you know, they would say I had 3 wishes. I wish for so much more for you. I wish for so much more. What I wish for is that we live more. In the inner city, living ain't so piss poor. Realize we hypnotized by the discord. We blow money fast. What you think we rent for? Yeah, did it big. My kids wish I could've did more. Wish women would be women and men would be men. Or there was no child abuse or domestic violence. And the streets really moved in the act of silence. Wish the Catholic priest wasn't pedifying. In the government, the future would tell the truth instead of lying. I'm born a lion. My daddy named me David Lyons. Wish we could do more laughing instead of crying. Wish we wasn't afraid of giants. Wish we could all be inspired by David and Goliath. Wish society wouldn't pacify us. Make us ride, turn back around and buy it. Intensify it.
I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I keep my hands raised high when there ain't nothing left. Try to stay focused on the Lord above. With all the things going on in this world, that's where my help comes from. I wish that the world was just corrupt. I wish that we're united, spread love. I wish I know that Jesus is enough. Got my mind on my mission, G.O.D. That's what's up.
Yeah, I wish we all get our credit straight. Wish that single mother didn't have to wait for Section 8. I wish we all would investigate why the world is crooked and we can't set it straight. Yeah. God is not the author of confusion, so ask yourself, why there's so much confusion? With some husbands wasn't so abusive, wifey putting makeup on to cover up all the bruises. All we do is make excuses about the chains, the pains, and all the nooses. I wish religion wasn't so polluted. This is all facts you can't dispute it, barely have a right to do it. So much can't be proven. I wish we really choosing to teach our students, pursuing disillusion, turning us all to ruin. I wish our core system really would start moving.
I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I keep my hands raised high when there ain't nothing left. Try to stay focused on the Lord above. With all the things going on in this world, that's where my help comes from. I wish that the world wasn't corrupt. I wish that we're united, spread love. I know that Jesus is enough. Got my mind on my mission, G.O.D. That's what's up.
Welcome to Beyond the Radio.
Welcome to Beyond the Radio, and you better be smiling.
Beyond the Fence is in the building.
Welcome to the Yes, and we got Beyond the Fence artist G Will, that stands for God's Will, and he is in the building with us tonight. Shout out to the Beyond the Fence family and the other artists. We salute you with both hands. We love you. And the song you just heard was G Will's new single that is coming out on Beyond the Fence. That is G Will, his new single that is called Brand New. And it's also the second song you heard was Wish, that is myself, David Benton, featuring my man, G Will, Beyond the Fence artist. Y'all can be expecting him very, very soon to come out with more music. Are we ready for our sponsors?
Yes, we are. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, I can. Hold on. Yes, I can.
Yes, shout out to you again, G Will. Thank you so much for being on with us today. I'm having an amazing time, and your songs are amazing. But we do want to give a shout out to our sponsors. shout out to Lady Wisdom After Midnight. That's Miss Paula G. Voice. You heard her at the beginning of the show doing that amazing Beyond the Fence commercial. If you are looking for Beyond the Fence voiceovers, or if you're looking for voiceovers of any sort, that's just the Beyond the Fence one. Shout out to Paula G. Voice. You can find her on Facebook at Paula G. Voice or at www.paulagvoice.com. Also to Tess Hair Braiding in Wilmington, Delaware at 5910. 5910, that's in Wilmington, Delaware. Tess Hair Braiding. She is has an amazing testimony, and I just talked with her last week and told her we cannot wait to have her on the show. She's so excited about that. So Tess, we love you and thank you so much for being a sponsor. We cannot forget the newest sponsor, Soul Sisters All Natural. Oh my God, y'all, I keep telling you, I've used the hair moisturizer, I've used the incense, and I don't even use incense, but I've been using the incense. The oils are so potent. You guys don't want to miss out on that. So go ahead and shop on Etsy at EETSY.com and look for Soul Sisters. That's SISTA. Soul Sisters Naturals, an amazing, amazing brand. And we cannot forget graphic designs with Truto. Truto's not in the building with us tonight, but we're definitely going to go ahead and market those graphic designs. Get with the Beyond the Fence family at www.beyondthefence.com. That's BEYONDAFENCE.com. Thank you again to the sponsors. We love you guys, and thanks for the support of Beyond the Radio. David Benton, back to you.
All right. So we got my main man in the building. I told y'all we had a good treat for y'all tonight. Man, the song brand new, G Will. What message are you getting across with that, man? Because that is a beautiful song.
Oh man, the message basically with that song is it just testifies of God's changing power and just how one can be cleaned up and be created, and basically what God created us a new person. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what we've been through, you know, all you do is you seek God's face and leave your burdens on Him. Then you can be a brand new person. And also, you know, with my daughter on the song, it makes it brings the song to a more tangible. Down to a earthly relationship with father and daughter as well. You know, just like God is our father, you know, with me and my daughters, it just brings a more tangible situation with us. You know, that connection. You know, we're growing closer and being able to uplift them as well.
Yeah. Well, I think for me personally, when I first heard the song, like I said, I had a chance to listen to it for a whole weekend. And each time I listened to it, it just blessed me. So Elations, I'm hoping that you guys are going to add this to rotation. You guys have heard it first here. This is the first time ever that Brand New has been played before we released it. And Beyond the Radio got it first. Elations family, y'all got a chance to hear it first. So how does that feel? How does that feel, G. Will? One, to listen to it on the other side. You know, you're now listening to it on the radio, possibly for the first time. You get a chance to hear your daughter singing, and I'm sure that you have family members who are listening tonight as well. Shout out to you guys. We don't want to leave you guys out. So how did that feel to actually hear the song on the radio?
Oh, it's a blessing. It feels good. Feels good. Give God the honor and the glory. I love it. Yes,
and your daughter has an amazing voice. I love that you decided to include her in, because we do consider you the family man. We all are family oriented, but you have we've coined you the family man at this point. So tell us, you know, a day in the life. I mean, you have your children, you have grandchildren, right?
Yes, I have 3 grandsons.
Mm-hmm.
One is
so
10,
tell us a day in the life.
10, 8, and oh my gosh. Well, just basically, you know, working. I come home, greet my wife at the door, give her a kiss, and usually, now that my kids, I they're out of the house right now. They're grown, but today, my oldest daughter came by, and we just kicked it, just relaxed.
Yeah.
We ate a little food, watched a little TV. I watched my middle grandbaby ride his bicycle. My oldest grandson, he was playing on the phone. He's like a little designer, a web designer, if you want to call him that, on the come up. And then my middle grandson, he's in the music, so he might be the next big producer or something. I don't know. He sings a little bit.
Wow.
Both of them sing. I don't know. And then my youngest one, he's only what, about 4 months. So we don't know what God has planned for him just yet.
There's some things on the horizon. We'll hear about that.
Yeah, we just get together and just kick it. It's enjoying each other's time. Time is so short on this earth.
Speaking of multiple talents, you're also a DJ. So if you guys are connected with us on the Beyond the Radio page on Facebook, please, if you're not, go ahead and like the Beyond the Radio Facebook page. If you did not know that we have one there, you will see G Will's big old smile on the page. But the picture that we posted today was him behind his DJ equipment. So you're also a DJ. And I told you guys, David tells you guys every week, we are multi-talented. We are so much more than music. So outside of him being an artist, he's also a DJ. So can you talk to us about that as well?
Oh, man. DJing is just, like I said, started at production when I was younger. And just DJing, just scratching. Did little parties and stuff when I was younger. And as I've grown up, being able to afford equipment, some real equipment, and just have that love for music. Just being able to have people dancing and feel good, and just mixing. And I think with production and DJing is hand in hand, where I can remix other people's music, remix our own music, and as well as if I have an engagement or a wedding, I can play some Beyond the Fence. If I'm doing a party or whatnot, throw some Beyond the Fence, throw some Sky High in there or Fly High. I'm good in there. So
what you doing?
So, it's been.
I know when we were talking to you guys, I enjoyed your brothers. You were saying your brothers, y'all would actually be in the basement. Did y'all battle out? Because your brother's a DJ too. So did you guys battle out when you started DJing together?
Oh, no, we don't battle. We don't battle. He actually.
Every DJ battles. Have you seen the movie Juice?
I've seen Juice. We have our. Since we brothers, we don't necessarily battle.
I got you.
He'll do his thing. I do my thing.
Like that.
Oh man, that was a good one. But you know what? We got 12 minutes. So look, we always go to a topic, and tonight, man, we had so much fun with you, G. Will. We didn't even really get to our topic because one thing we do on the Beyond the Radio, we always tell everyone we have a good time. That's what we love to do. But we do want to teach you to be a better version of yourself. So with that being said, there was a beautiful segment because this month of August, we have been talking about family. So this was the most appropriate time for you, G, to come up here, man. It was like, God, don't make no mistakes because you are a busy man and you are a family man and you are a loving person. So tonight what we was talking about, we was going to talk about intimacy. Intimacy in love. And you, as a family man, like you mentioned, you kiss your wife. And you're not afraid to make songs that saying, you know what, I love my wife, I love my children, I love my family. This is what love looks like. Just picnics. You're not gonna say hallelujah all the way through, but you're gonna tell people about the beautiful things, and our young men and our young women need to really know what that type of love really looks like. and I appreciate your boldness. So I want to talk about that tonight. Intimacy, the love part with God. I want everyone to know from that aspect to learn how to value one another. Intimacy is not just a sexual desire. Intimacy is when like a lot of ladies say, it's the small things. But intimacy is just washing the dishes. That's intimacy, because that person know that you care for them. They know when you come home from work and you had a long day and someone just put the slippers out for you, whether you wear them or not. It was just a thought that counted. That right there is an intimate pleasure within. It's something that chills make it go through your body. Just know that it feels good that somebody is caring for you. So that servitude, that act of love, that's intimate. And I appreciate G. Will for having those type of songs, because it's so godly. Shay, as a woman of God, how do you respond to those type of songs? Because a lot of people may not want to accept a song that's intimate, not sexual, but just intimate. I think we need to educate ourselves and understand we gotta be able to correlate between the two. We gotta really.
Sure. When I think about the word intimate, for me, I'm a very cottage-like female, so I like cozy spaces that could be intimate. Like you said, you think about, as a woman, you think about candles being lit. So you kind of gave you gave it from a male's perspective. From a woman's perspective, we think about the candles kind of being lit, not necessarily to set a mood, but that's what we call intimate. The lights down, candles going, nice dinner, that is intimate. There are certain touches that are completely intimate also, but really intimacy is just closeness. And when I listen to G. Will's song, there's a closeness even in Brand New with his daughter. I remember when we were sending that song to different people, it were the men who heard the songs, it drew them closer to their daughters. They literally wanted to call their daughters right away. That's a closeness. And that's really what the songs do. That intimacy that David's talking about, it really just brings closeness. It really brings, and again, it could be just a friendship. It could be a relationship. In this case, G. Will, shout out to you and your daughter. It was your daughter. A lot of times, we hear men and women on songs, and they create songs that, for lack of better words, create babies, but you guys created a certain closeness to bring fathers and daughters together, right? I can imagine someone listening to this song, G. Will, Brand New. I can imagine someone listening to this song who may not have talked to their daughter for a long time for some reason. And this song being the song that causes that intimate moment where that father calls that daughter and apologizes, or just to say that I love you, or, just so I when I think about it, David, I think about intimacy in his songs, just closeness.
Yes. I'm going to read something. It says experiential intimacy. And it's like when people bond doing leisure activities. And watch this. It have an example. It say a father and son work together to build a model train, developing a rhythm to their teamwork. You see that? Developing a rhythm within the teamwork. Like it draws a healthy relationship when one be able to look inside the other's mind and be able to understand and care for that person. And that's how you keep down the arguments and the quarrels, because all of us have a lot to learn. And I think they come with maturity. I really do. And when we pray without ceasing and understand, I always tell you, when you pray, meditate, because if you want to, you can't just talk the whole time and then don't expect to receive a message from God. So if you're going to pray, it's time to listen. So the more we take time to listen to what God has to say, to us. See, what it is through us. Don't worry about that audible voice. Just it's that voice within you. See, because you and God are one. You know, you made in His image and His likeness. So it's in your mind. The more you be quiet, the more you're going to receive. There's going to be thoughts in your mind. You have a transformation of your mind. And that's when you know God is talking to you with His fullness, because the things come out your mouth is going to be, it's inspiring. It's going to be positive. And this send chills through people's body because they feel that energy from you. They know it comes from a place of love. They know it comes from a place of intimacy. A person who cares.
Yeah.
And before we go further with that, go ahead, Shay. Go ahead.
I was going to say, if I can add something while you were right there, it goes back to even being intimate with God. You know, there's a closeness, there's a deepness that happens when we are intimate with God, and a lot of people kind of take it far. But intimacy, because you were talking about prayers, it's just it's really just putting yourself in a place where you are secure with that vulnerableness. That's what I hear when it comes. It's just being vulnerable. A certain level of intimacy will cause you to be vulnerable.
Yes, because you know what? Because in the beginning, guess what? They were naked. They were just naked right in front of each other. Their minds were developed to where they realized that your sexual organ was not the most important thing.
That's good, David. That's good. Yeah, and that's what. And again, when you think about that, that's what it's saying. It's really like deeply getting to know oneself.
Yes. Their mind was developed. Their mind was developed enough to be able to handle things like that. And we have been weighed down, and our minds have been washed away due with distractions of the world. So we have to get back to that intimate place with God. You have to get back to a lone place to where you read more. Take time to read more, to be entertained in the fullness of your change, because you're developing. And that's what I want people to get. Before we close, we have 3 minutes in a nutshell. G Will, with your songs, brother. Are you still right here with us, G Will?
I'm still here.
Man, with your songs, how when you do speak of intimacy in your songs, the love, have you ever been afraid to just do those type of songs? And what made you go ahead and do them?
At one point, at first I wasn't afraid, but then I got to a point where I was kind of on the line with it. It just really depends on not taking the message to be to that sexual side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know, because even when me and my wife, you know, when we're together, just as we just having a nice dinner, you know, I might want to have some Teddy P in the back or some Luther or something, but I don't. It don't have to be any bumping and grinding type music to bring that closeness, you know, because just us being together. Looking in one another's eyes, you know, that right there, that closeness is that's a part of intimacy too. Just that closeness, and and it's like now I'm not afraid to share that.
Yeah,
that's right. And that takes a man. That really does take a man to you know show. It take a man to show his vulnerability. You know, to show, because we all have weaknesses, or what we call weaknesses. Because a lot of our weaknesses may be other people's strengths, you know, to get them through. And I just think it just depends on where your mind is at, and that's why you got to choose the type of circles that's healthy for you so you can develop in life, and iron sharpen iron. So before we get out of here, Shay, do you have anything to say, Shay?
No, I thank you, and this was an amazing topic. G Will, you can find G Will at www.beyondthefence.com. Brand new will be coming out really soon. I would love to play it on the way out, but yes, find him on www.beyondthefence.org. I said .org. I'm sorry. Yes, that's it.
Hey, see y'all next week, Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Please tell a friend, a coworker, a brother, a sister. We love you, and we salute you with both hands. Where the music at? 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 We out.
Has anyone ever told you that you were a Have they told you how valuable you really are?
He gave you the moon, the stars, the sun. He gave you everything. He gave you the pearls, the fur, the diamond necklace, and the ring. He told you that you were his queen and that you two would never part.
How many other women has he said that to?
And then he broke your heart.
Girl, I can't let you stay in this place. But that was so long ago. Can I tell you you're blessed?
You have to remind yourself.
Come on, say it with me. I'm more than a conqueror.
You're more than a conqueror. Girl, you are so beautiful. 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 Girl, you are so beautiful. 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 Girl, you are so You have to remind yourself.
Come on, say it with me. I'm more than a conqueror.
You're more than a conqueror. Girl, you are so beautiful. 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 Girl, you are so beautiful. 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 Girl, you are so beautiful. 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 Girl, you are so beautiful. 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 Girl, you let your light shine.
Can I tell you that you are
So
vibrant,
bright
creative, you're
that
blessed, extraordinary in
you're
all your
so
ways.
much more.
Let your light
Then you
shine.
sing your words. Girl, you're